So chapter 5 is finally dropped after an entire month of OG Fortnite, which was amazing, and it was probably the best time we've had on the game since chapter 2 season 4. Now with the release of chapter 5, they changed a lot of things in game, especially the movement, which is what a lot of people dislike. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my best settings of the season and then also a ranked gameplay at the end of the video. So if you guys go ahead to enjoy today's video, make sure to like the video, subscribe and notifications turned on because I really want to build a loyal and strong Noti gang. And also comment down below what you guys want to see in my next video. Last thing, if you guys would like to support me even further, I have a supported creator code, is YoSplash. It's on the screen, it's optional. But yeah, let's get into the video. Alright, so let's start with the video settings, boys. So everything here, as you guys know, full screen. I play native, I don't play stretch res. VSync off, I play 240 FPS because my monitor is 240 Hz. If you're on PC, make sure you're on performance mode, boys. This is the best thing that you can be on if you want lower delay. Brightness, I put on 92%. Last season, I had it on 150. I had it on max. But this season, they've changed the colors massively. So with me, I like the game now a little bit less bright. So this is why I have 92 brightness. I don't play with the colorblind mode anymore because I just don't like it with these graphics that they added for the new chapter. When we come into the quality settings right here, 3D resolution, everything else is off and near. This is just for input delay because I don't really care that my game looks good. I just want it to feel good when I play. And also a little life hack for you boys, if you have a very bad PC or I'm not sure if this is on console, but if you have a bad PC and you get lag, turn 3D resolution down to 90%. It will only blur out your guns on the ground, nothing else. And I put my friend on because my friend has a pretty, bad PC. So he put us to 90% and his game is super smooth. So I thought I should just let you guys know. So these are my audio settings, nothing special. I changed my sound quality to low because it gives you less input delay and it sounds better with the new guns. Subtitles is extremely important, boys, that you guys put these subtitles on because subtitles actually give you input delay if you don't put it to these. So off, extra small, white, none, and clear, just like this, and then you should be good to go. After we go into the game settings, as you guys can see, I play on 40 ping in creative, and I know a lot of my clips are very smooth, so I will be releasing my 1v1 map, which is absolutely zero delays, very soon, so stay tuned. It's better than clicks, panvid, polarize, all these guys. My map is insane, so that's coming out very soon. Movement toggle, sprint, auto open doors, mantle activation is hold jump, my hurdle activation is press jump. And then hold to swap pickup. It is extremely important that y'all boys have this on because this makes it so that you can like pick up and switch weapons without having to go into your inventory. And if you're on controller, this is like crazy good. Everything else is pretty default. Then we go to preferred item slot. So this is what my loadout looks like for the new season. I have the new pump, then I have the new snipers. I usually hold 2 healables and then I have an AR on the right. I usually play with an AR over an SMG, but this season I'm kind of 50-50 because both SMGs and ARs are just super overpowered, so I'm not really sure what exactly to use, but I am currently using ARs. As you guys obviously know, because we're on controller, we have to make sure that the shotgun is in our first slot. It doesn't matter where all the other guns are, the shotgun has to be the first slot because when you take somebody's wall and you go back to your inventory, it's not like, with keyboard where you can actually choose what slot you want to go to. On controller is going to be loadout slot 1, so you have to be ready to pump your opponent. That's why I have pump in the first slot, boys. My building settings are reset building choice, disable pre-edit option. This is so that you stop failing edits. This is one of the best things they've ever added. Turbo building on, auto confirm edits. I've only got edit on release. I don't use reset. I'll explain why. When you do an edit, you cannot do drag edits when you reset. So you know how you let's say you do a 360 in game and you make an edit, it will just reset automatically and you can't do the drag edit, which is why I only have edit on release. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you get what I mean, you get what I mean. Everything else here is kind of default. You just want to go down to replays and turn everything off because replays give you a little bit of input delay, so just make sure you guys turn these off. My reticle and damage feedback is all pretty standard. I do have my damage number scale on max because I like having the numbers really large. I hope they update it so we can make this 200% because I really like having them large on the screen because it just makes clips and the gameplay look way cleaner. My HUD scale for this season is 65%. It's the best HUD scale. It's not too large for the screen or too small for the screen. It's literally perfect, boys. So if you guys want the best visuals, you make sure that this is on 65%. And on these options, you want to go down and you want to turn off latency, bug status, but everything else here is off because this is just unnecessary and it's gonna make your screen look kind of weird. So for me, I just have it off. Now we've come into controller settings, which is what most of you guys are probably wondering about. So Controller auto run, I've gotten a lot of questions about controller auto run and if you should have it on, and you should definitely not have this on, especially if you play ranked. If you play pubs, then maybe, because I see some of you guys saying that like maybe if you need to use the bathroom mid game you can put auto run and run into zone, but like that's so stupid now because you can literally get sniped very easily in game. So I would not have this on. Build immediately on, edit hold time on 0%. If you have this on 1, it literally gives you input delay. It's so stupid why it does it, but it does, so make sure you have it on 0. It's very important. Slide hold time at max, because I don't want to be sliding when I'm, you know, free building or fighting, because my slide is my right stick. If I accidentally press it down when I'm fighting, which I do a lot, then it will just slide, so I have it on full. Reset camera axis is on both. Vibration off. Make sure all y'all boys turn this off. It's very, very important. I know a lot of console players have this on default, so make sure you guys turn this off. It's very important. It's gonna ruin your aim if you have it on. Quick weapon beta. I might make a video on this because I know what it does now, and it's one of the things that's like it's kind of complicated. All right, so I would just turn it to default. This is the default, and not mess with it. My look and aim sensitivity, like just the regular ones, are 4 normal, because when you put it at these are basically the default sensitivities. That makes it so when you go into your actual like advanced sensitivity, it makes it way easier to use. So my build mode is 2.0, my edit mode is 2.3, and I changed these. I made my build modes faster, and I think edit mode also faster since last season. So these two I've changed, boys. You need to make sure you have used advanced options in case you don't have it on for some reason. You need to turn it on so you can use these settings. My look horizontal vertical speed at 43%. I usually recommend between 40 to 45, or I mean 47 for this, because some people like it faster and slower, but don't go over 40 and don't go under 40. So just keep between that range of 43 to 47. My turning speeds for horizontal and vertical boost are 2% each. I already made a video about this. It's my recent video before this one, so if you guys want to check out why you should have these on, then you should check it out. But these two are very important for me. I use 2% because I just like having that instant boost when I'm building. My ADS speeds are 10 and 10. They're very low. I mean, I think a lot of people have these on high, but I like having them on low, because when you have lower ADS sense and you have good like aim with your controller, you're able to like track what the enemy is before you aim in. This is gonna be super good. So if you're able to like track your opponent and then aim in and have a slow ADS, you're gonna be hitting your shots way easier, trust me. I also have 1% on ADS speeds, ADS boosts, because if I have it on my normal boost, then I should have it on ADS to balance it out. Otherwise it's gonna feel very wobbly and choppy in game. I play on linear. I don't use exponential. If you use exponential, it's cool, but don't switch to exponential. It's very outdated in my opinion. Aim assist strength is obviously 100%. This is what I changed, boys, my dead zone. So I used to play 13-13, and if you guys are OGs, you know I used to play 5-5 dead zone, and that's how I had my faceway playstyle back in the day, which a lot of people love. But I had to adapt to the new changes within like the last year of Fortnite. So now I play left stick 13% dead zone and right stick 7. And the reason I don't have both on 7-7 is because if you have your dead zone on your left stick too low, your character is gonna feel very choppy at times. So when you have it on 13, it's smooth, and then your right stick is fast, so it just makes it for the perfect movement of the season. And as you guys all know, they made movement very slow, so it's really important that your right stick dead zone is actually a little bit faster. So I would recommend turning down your dead zone on your right stick. As you guys can see, they changed the binds and how it looks in game, which I'm not really a fan of, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go into my edit. As you guys can see right here, I confirm with L1 and I reset with R1, and then I edit my builds with L3, which is the best edit button in my opinion on controller, especially if you play non-claw. So I would recommend, if you use paddles, you use L3 as your edit, and then one of your paddles should be maybe, I don't know, jump or switch mode. I have mine as switch mode on my left paddle and my jump as my right paddle. But yeah boys, that was my settings. Let's get into some ranked gameplay.